Good. So we're going to go through a couple of running routes for flag football. When we're playing flag football, if everyone knows their route, then the quarterback's going to know where everyone's going and who to hit and when. So when we're doing our plays a bit later on, bear in mind the running routes, what sort of ones you can do, when they're useful, and everyone should know the team plan when we go about it. So the first route that we're going to have a look at is called the hook. Now with the hook you're running straight forward and then you're actually hooking back around and coming back towards the quarterback, and that's when they hit you up. The quarterback shouldn't be looking to throw until you've just hooked around and you're taking your first step back towards them. If they throw it too late, then you running back towards them is going to lose a lot of ground that they've already got. But if they throw it too early, then you're not going to be in that right spot to actually catch, because you're going to be thinking about the turn. So you want to run, you always want to be telling your quarterback how far you're going to run. So it might be 5 and then hook, or 10 and then hook, 15 and then hook. That just lets them know how many meters you're going until you actually hook and come back at them. So I'll just demonstrate the 10 metre hook. So I'm going to be going about 10 metres and then hooking back around, and quarterback's going to hit me up. So obviously if we're on our line and then we're going on the hut. So on our line, hut. So once you've got the ball, obviously from that hook, you've come around, you've shaken up the defender, he thinks you're going, and then you're hooking back around, getting in front of him, taking the ball and trying to run as far as you can. So that's the hook. Next one we're going to look at is called the slant. Now there's two different slants. There's slant in and slant out. So slant out is when you're lined up in the middle and you're slanting, so going diagonally towards the outside of the field. In actual NFL it's called a flag route, because they have 2 flags on either side at the end of the touchdown. So what you'd be doing is you'd be running towards those flags. And so slant in is when you're on the outside of your team and you're running along and then slanting back in. So what we'll go through, we'll do the slant out first. So I'm going to do a slant out to the left. So again, we'll do a 10 metre one. So I'm going to go 5 metres and then I'm going to start to slant and try to hit me at the 10 metre mark. So again, we're on the hut, so hut. So got hit, taken a ball, and we're trying to go as far as we can. So again, it's all about letting your quarterback know what you're going to do and when you're going to do it. So if you're going to start slanting at 5 metres, 10 metres, sometimes it does depend on the defence. The next one I'm going to look at is called a cut. So again, 2 different types of cuts. You can do a cut in or a cut out depending where you are on your line. We're just going to do a left cut. Now the difference between a slant and a cut, the slant is a bit more diagonal, so you're actually running forward as you go. A cut is a right hand angle cut in. And that's just to make sure. So the difference between the two is when you do a cut, you want to be in front of the defenders. When you're doing a slant, you're trying to actually get the ball over the defender and hit you on the run. So we'll do a left cut just to demonstrate this one. So again, we're on the line, cut. And again, got me hit up, and once you catch the ball, you're trying to go as far as you can. Now, the very sort of last one is not used very often, and this is sort of when you're mixing it up and changing it a bit, but this one's more of a zigzag. So what you're actually doing is going one way, cutting another way, and then you're going to finish up going the opposite way. This is really only used in drastic situations when your defence is really, really good and you want to try to shake them up and get free. Now remember, the defence is going to be coming in at your quarterback, so they're not going to have a lot of time So you really only want to give the zigzag sort of route to someone who's really, really quick, so that they can do those quick changes really quickly before the quarterback's under a lot of pressure. So we're going to start with this zigzag. We're going to go straight, and then we're going to slant left for 2 meters, and then we're going to quickly cut and go to the right and slant to the right. So bear with me, we'll see if we can get this one right. So we're on the line, we're up, we're going to slant, and then we're going to slant. Didn't quite get me, we might try it one more time. So we're going to slant and then slant again. So we're going to up, slant. That one was perfect. So that one, like I said, it's really there to shake up the defender. They're not going to know what they're doing. As soon as you start slanting that way, they're going to think that's where you're going. And then you do a quick cut back, slant the other way. But the quarterback really needs to know what every person's doing so that they can look at the field, see where the defenders are, and try to hit somebody that's free.